There's a shock trooper!
Spare one.
Shit! I need patching up!
Machine gun! Watch it, boys!
Spare don't.
Half of our forces remain.
Machine gun, look alive!
You owe me 500 still, Bear, you son of a bitch. How?
Hold that damn objective!
I'm micro-dragging the motherfucker.
We have taken the sector. Clear the sector from enemy presence.
Pain.
Return to the combat area.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Bruno is that he just has like a really good... He has really good patience for like...
Land creeper!
He has really good patience to like wait for the right shot.
Return to the combat area.
Oh, he's playing the dish now.
Return.
Grab master.
Enemy medic sighted! Attenzione, attenzione, soldato nemico!
I'm fucking sick of this fucking cocksucker. It's literally fucking costing everything. Wife's house.
Posso salire anch'io? Dobbiamo difendere questo obiettivo, avanti!
Taken the sector. Clear the sector from enemy presence.
Here we go again. Was in Sam, was in despair. It is time for you to stop pretending forces. Please show this kindergarten teacher how it is done. I believe. Opposite.
This
We
gone
have
from my
taken
house.
objective butter.
Right here.
Imagine how the Forsen is going to be at full rise after all this practice. Can you at least get past the first 5% of the game today, Mr. Force?
C'è un assaltatore nemico!
We have taken the sector.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to do it. I don't care what you say. It's over, Chad.
Un soldato nemico! Ah!
Where am I going with this?
Conquistiamo quell'obiettivo!
I'm going to take it. How did this happen? Oh my god. Does that mirror count as ice? What is this?
Occhio! Un medico nemico!
Why am I here?
Ehi!
Am I going down and
Grazie.
then there and then...
Orson, you are supposed to go from the bottom to the top, not from the top to the bottom.
Bro! What the fuck? How fucking long is this game? What?
Laggiù! Un assaltatore nemico!
20 of our soldiers remain.
It doesn't stop! Where am I now?
Assaltatore nemico!
Which
Facciamo
way am I
attenzione.
coming from? And which way am I going? And why?
Ho visto un medico! Medico! Laggiù!
What am I supposed to do
Uno
here?
dei loro soldati!
Alright, I get it. Thank you, sir. And congratulations to the winners, as usual.
Grazie! Medico nemico individuato!
It doesn't work like that. You have to
Half of
wake
our
up,
forces
sit.
remain.
You have to keep going forward. Second.
Fuck!
Ehi!
Fuck, man! Aren't we all? Isn't that what we're doing here
Attenzione, il cielo,
in the
aereo!
first place?
Return to the combat area.
Where did your percentage go on the screen?
Feeling crawling from the dark.
The enemy has defused a
I don't wanna try and control it. Feeling I wanna bring it to life. When I come alive.
shock trooper, stay alert! That's an enemy shock trooper. Enemy medic!
Each day I get to live without you makes me feel bad. I wish I could tell you what I
Almost
Enemy
all people
coordinates have been
desire
sent to our
voyeurism,
artillery.
which is seeing inside the private lives of others. Give others the impression that you are sharing secrets that shouldn't be known and may create some outrage, but a lot of curiosity. The secrets need to be new and exotic. And finally, dangle something in front of people that is just out of their reach. The offer of a fast path to riches and a
Düşman
fountain
haftası
of youth.
tespit edildi.
Remember
Bugün
that
tam-
possession does not compel people to act. Desire does. Focus your attention on looking inward, finding what you truly desire, and then following those desires.
Enemy coordinates have been sent
Don't
to
become
our
distracted
artillery.
by what everyone else is chasing or trying to influence you to follow. The time in life is limited.
O tarafta bir
Law
hasım askeri.
6, the law of short-sightedness. Elevate your perspective. Humans are most impressed by what they can see and hear now in the present. By overemphasizing the present, we lose perspective over our long-term goals. When you are standing at the base of the mountain, you are unable to have
Bir
much
düşman
perspective
askerine
of
doğru
the bigger
bakıyorum.
picture. As you go higher up the mountain, you can see more clearly. When you reach the top of the mountain, you have a panoramic view that is much clearer than the one that you had when you were standing at the base of the mountain. People who are stuck in the present are the people
Enemy
standing at the
coordinates have
base
been
of
sent
the
to our
mountain.
artillery.
People who are reactive to the present events are most susceptible to manipulation and other alluring get-rich-quick schemes. With an elevated perspective, you will have the patience and clarity to reach almost any
Dikkat edin.
objective.
Şu onların askerlerinden biri.
Instead of reacting to everything that is in front of you, you need to train your far-sighted perspective or your bigger picture. And you can do this by detaching yourself from the heat of the moment, calming down your
Enemy
emotions of
coordinates
fear
have
or
been sent to our
excitement,
artillery.
analyzing all the negative consequences of taking that action, focusing on the long-term goals and asking yourself if taking action is in alignment with that vision. Distancing yourself from the present will allow you to gain a wider
gözcü tespit
perspective
edildi.
and look further into the future.
Düşman hücum kıtası askeri.
You
Tetikte
should
olun.
also avoid
O tarafta
prolonged
bir düşman
contact
hücum
with people
kıtası askeri
who
var.
are narrow-sighted. These people are like the people standing at the base of the mountain without any long-term perspective and are in a perpetually reactive mode. There are 4 signs of short-sightedness that you need to be aware of and
Teşekkürler.
overcome. 1. Unintended consequences. Life is complex.
Biri
You
mühimmat
are
versin.
naive to think that
Enemy
A will lead to
coordinates have
B,
been sent to our
then B
artillery.
will lead to C. Events and other people with their own motivations will come into contact with your plans and your long-term goals. And these things are wholly out of your control. However, by first going through all the possible negative consequences of taking an action, you are at least aware of ways in which your plans
Mühimmat.
could
Bende
deviate.
bitti.
Think deeply. Go as far as your mind can go in
Fazladan
all
mühimmata ihtiyacım
permutations
var.
or chain reactions of decisions.
Bakın bir
That
gözcü.
new TV that you saw on sale seems like a good bargain in the heat of the moment. But what chain reactions will that purchase cause? After all, now you need to get your money's worth, right? So what's that going to mean? One hour a day of Netflix and the news, which maybe turns into
Mühimmata
4
ihtiyacım var.
hours a day? And, you know, before you know it, over the span of a month, that is approximately 120 hours in front of the TV. Or if you extrapolate that out over a year, that's 1,460 hours. And over the next 5 years, 7,300 hours of your life. Was the TV on sale
Enemy
worth
coordinates have been sent to
7,300
our
hours of
artillery.
your life? 2. Tactical help. When you find yourself in arguments on all fronts just to protect your ego or win the argument, you have probably lost sight of your long-term goals and vision. Now would be the time to ask yourself, what are my real values and priorities? Then, focus your time and energy away from useless arguments and towards your long-term goals. Is winning the argument or protecting your ego help you to achieve those goals? Most probably not. 3. Ticker tape fever. Nowadays, we all have become addicted to the continuous news cycles and pings and dings of social media. If you are reacting to and following all of these updates to guide your decisions, I am autonomous, acting of my own free will. Even if we have been manipulated or succumbed to peer pressure, we don't want to tell ourselves that outside influences guided our decision making. You are in a better position to influence them. Never put someone in a situation that will trigger one of their self-opinions. You can use these 5 strategies to persuade people effectively and avoid triggering their defensiveness of the 3 universal self-opinions. 1. Transform yourself into a deep listener. Our attention is often scattered. And the reason for this is that people are more interested in their own thoughts and feelings than the person they are communicating with. Use people's resistance and stubbornness. Subvert people's emotions, language, and stubbornness in a constructive way. Use the language back at them, because it is very hard for people to not follow the words that they have used themselves.
Let's destroy the objective.
Stubbornness stems from uncertainty and fear of change. If they have a rebellious nature, reverse psychology can be used to push them in a direction you want them to go. The royal road to influence is to put the focus on others. Let them do the talking. Let them be the stars of the show. The flexible mind. Just as the body tightens with age, however, so does the mind. When we are children, our minds are very flexible, and they learn at a rate much faster than as adults. The ultimate frame of mind is one that is flexible like a child's and has the reasoning power of an adult. As we age, we become closed off to new ideas. Try to imagine your ideas and opinions like toy building blocks. You can play with them, experiment with them, throw some out, keep some, or get new ones. Don't become too attached and rigid to your ideas. Remain playful and flexible in your spirit. Finally, become more self-aware that you are not as good as your self-opinion makes you believe you are. You do buy services or products due to advertising influences. You do conform to ideas because of the groups that you belong to, and you are susceptible to being manipulated. Distance yourself from your self-opinion to see how it affects your thinking. If you want to change your circumstances in life, you first need to change your attitude. Here are 5 constricted or negative attitudes that you need to conquer. Hostile attitude. The world is a hostile place, so in order to try and defend themselves, people with a hostile attitude seek to become hostile themselves. In their mind, the world is against them. They blame others and tend to make others around them aggressive or defensive. Be aware of this type of attitude and manage your own hostility by telling yourself when you first meet someone, I like this person, or this person is intelligent. If you notice less hostility in the world and in others when you begin doing that, then you may notice that the source of the hostility was actually manifesting from within yourself. Affect you. Be calm and become a soothing influence on them. Avoidant attitude. Someone with doubts about their intelligence or competence, and who generally see the world through the lens of their insecurities, have this type of attitude. They avoid responsibility or challenges because they may call into action their self-esteem. People are attracted to someone with this kind of attitude because they want to help them. However, this usually results in them also being criticized and then discarded.
Come on, destroy the objective.
Never try to cheer someone up with this type of attitude by showering them with the wonders of life. Instead, subtly steer them towards positive experiences. We all have depressive moments in our lives. When you find yourself in a depressed state, it is best to channel that energy into your work or the arts. You can pick up a guitar, paint a picture, or something like this. Resentful attitude. They feel wronged and see oppressors everywhere around them. People who have more than them are are a sign of injustice, and any sign of criticism or disrespect towards them is taken very seriously. They do not explode in anger. However, they prefer to stew on their emotions. People with this attitude hold on to grudges, and if given any power, use it to express their resentment in often vengeful and vicious ways.
I'll deal with those ones if you like.
Avoid
Come
people
on,
with this
destroy the
attitude
objective.
if at all possible. If you harbor resentful tendencies yourself, learn to let go of grudges. It is better to explode with rage in the moment than to stew on negative emotions that you may have just made up in your head. Falling in love or getting excited about your jobs gives you more energy and allows you to recover from illnesses faster. Being depressed or stressed, on the other hand, does the reverse. Don't take things that others say or do towards you personally. They are just protecting their own negative. Law 9. The law of repression. Confront your dark side.
We have taken out objective Butter.
More often than not, people are not who they seem to be. We all have a dark side. The selfish, aggressive impulses within us that we hide from the public view to fit in and feel respected and liked by the group. Carl Jung, the famous psychologist, refers to this as the shadow. The shadow lives within our unconscious mind, but can leak out through our emotions in times of insecurity or stress. Our dark side also tends to reveal itself more as we get older. Here are some notable signs of the dark side. Contradictory behavior. A person who preaches the rules but then breaks them. Emotional outbursts. A person who loses self-control easily. Vehement denial.
The enemy has defused objective Apple.
A passive-aggressive charmer will be overly nice on initial interactions, but gossips behind the backs of others. The rigid rationalist fears irrationality. They use their intellect to bully others that they deem to have primitive or low-level thinking. The snob is so afraid of mediocrity that they exert superiority. The extreme entrepreneur pays exceptional attention to detail and seems to value independence. Their inability to listen and delegate work to others end up becoming their downfall. They secretly want others to take care of them.
That's an enemy shock trooper. You see him? The shock trooper.
When you become conscious of the shadow and bring it out into the light, it loses its power. You can then control, channel, and integrate it into your life. By doing so, your more attractive, authentic, and creative side will come back to life.
We have taken both objectives.
You can follow these steps to become an integrated human.
Wait for the enemy artillery barrage to
See
stop
the shadow.
firing.
Identify and monitor what things make you touchy and insecure. What is causing your shadow to show, and what are you trying to hide? Embrace the shadow. Don't repress or ignore your shadow. It is part of your personality. Explore the shadow. Explore your dark impulses and animalistic
Attack the new
nature.
objectives.
If your shadow surfaces in dream states or dark thoughts, don't try to ignore it. Play with the ideas.